I think this is a direct response to Rigged, the film that you helped make. Zuckerberg is shutting down political donations. Do I have that right?
It's an amazing, in my opinion, admission of what he did in 2020 was wrong. A statement by Zuckerberg, the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative, and their spokesman saying that they will no longer financially participate in the midterm elections is a dramatic statement. It is a direct result of the power of our film Rigged. And I just urge everyone to go to rig2020.com, watch the film that forced Mark Zuckerberg into an admission and to that he is not going to fund any more election operations. This is a major victory, in my opinion, for the conservative movement.
So the film we're talking about, again, you can check it out at rigged2020.com. This is a documentary about how Zuckerberg really did, through massive contributions, help rig or help steal the 2020 election. And he did it before a single vote was cast. And right. Dave, they have been doing this for years. We've known they've been doing this for years. It's just Zuckerberg was so big, it was hard to miss what he was doing. The film has made an enormous difference now. Have you ever seen a victory this quickly for conservative media?
No, as a matter of fact, not just for conservative media, but taking on big tech, right? Which we as conservatives have been fighting big tech for years now. Taking on big tech and winning is just, it's quite honestly shocking to me that this has happened. But no more shocking than finding out that Mark Zuckerberg spent $400 million in the 2020 election cycle to help put his thumb on the scale to help Joe Biden win. And just to put it in perspective, as we do in the film, the DNC, the Democrat National Committee, spent $461 million over 2 years, 2019, 2020, for commercials, digital campaigns, overhead, staff, you name it, $461 million in 2 years. Mark Zuckerberg spent $400 million in about the last 120 days of the election, and it was totally off the books, meaning no one knew it because he ran it through these two 501c3 organizations that have no disclosure requirements. And this money wasn't spent on TV ads. It was spent on actual election day activities, the employees, the equipment that counts the votes. That's the power that Mark Zuckerberg had in 2020, and it should never happen again. And now, thankfully, Zuckerberg has seen the power of conservative media. And I say that because no one in the mainstream media really covered this film. The Washington Post, to their credit, wrote a couple of pieces on it, and Politico wrote one piece. But other than that, this entire launch has been driven by conservative media like yours that have educated the American people to what Zuckerberg did. And without it, Zuckerberg would be free to do what he wants.